to most that it is unknown. And whoever have taken the journey has not come back to tell you of it.
Og de, som har foretaget den rejse tidligere, har aldrig vendt tilbage for at fortælle om den.
You start off with traversing your conscious mind,
Du begynder med at overskride bevidsthed,
and through the layers of the other levels of the mind, subtle mind,
når du får rejsen over den superbevidste del af sindet,
you're hurtling through space.
så rejser du gennem rummet.
The intense beauty of the scintillating stars and planets,
Forskellige stjerner, planeter,
all working in such beautiful precision.
sammen
And you witness the birth and death of all the stars and planets,
du vidnes af stjerner, planeter, fødsel og død.
and how beautiful it is, just light, light, light.
Og hvor skønt det er kun lys og lys.
And the light becomes so fine
Lyset bliver så fint,
that the normal human eye could never see it.
at det almindelige menneske øje aldrig kunne se det.
You can only see it with the inner eye. And when you see this beautiful creation or manifestation around you,
Vidunderlige skabelse eller manifestation omkring dig,
the joy wells up so much.
så vælter en stor glæde og lykkefølelse frem fra det,
And you can only cry
så man kan kun græde.
that there's so much beauty in the world, in the universe.
Der findes så meget skønhed i verden, i universet.
And you travel through all these galaxies,
Og du rejser igennem alle disse galakser,
and you reach the point when this present universe came into being.
og du når det punkt, hvor dette univers startede sin begyndelse.
Since the subatomic particles
Lige fra den mindste materie af atom,
you see your entire existence as you have gone through the process of evolution.
hele udviklingsforløbet fra starten af.
And then you even go beyond the universe that is created.
Og du går en del over det skabte univers.
And you go in an area
Og du når til
filled with total blackness,
et område, der er fyldt med sorthed.
an indescribable vastness.
En ubeskrivelig uendelighed.
And then, as you are there for a little while,
Og så bliver det der et stykke tid.
you see a pinpoint of a light that is so luminous
Og så ser man et lille hul af lys, der skinnende, blændende,
that you cannot describe it.
og du simpelthen ikke kan beskrive det.
And then as you go nearer and nearer the light,
Og efterhånden, som du kommer tættere på lyset,
you merge into that light
så svinder du ind i det lys og smelter sammen,
and you become that light.
og det bliver det lys.
And you don't want to come back.
Så har du ikke lyst til at vende tilbage.
You want to stay there.
Du har lyst til at blive.
Because when you start traveling back again from there,
Så i samme øjeblik, som du begynder at rejse tilbage derfra,
you notice again all the fluctuations of the universe, all the expansions and contractions.
sammentrækninger, der sker.
Then you start feeling sadder and sadder.
Begynder at føle dig mere og mere ked af det.
That why could there not be that stillness which I've been in that light?
Hvorfor kan den stilhed i det lys, som jeg lige har været i, ikke være her?
Because the whole universe is in a state of flux.
Fordi hele universet er i en tilstand af bevægelse.
Creation, destruction, preservation. And then you come back
Kommer man tilbage.
through all this long travel,
Gennem alle de slag.
and you come back to the human body.
Så kommer man tilbage til den menneskelige krop.
And you look around you,
Du ser dig,
and you see the faces of your beloveds.
og du ser ansigterne på dine elskede.
How much turmoil do you see in their faces, their hearts,
Du ser så meget smerte og lidelse i deres
the sufferings, the miseries,
alle de bekymringer og lidelser.
petty troubles, big troubles,
Problemer.
the past and the present and the future could all be seen at the same time.
Fortiden og nutiden og fremtiden, og det kan kan ses på samme tid.
And you feel sad. You feel as if all the troubles of the world was just like a big rock
Man føler det som om alle verdens problemer er som en stor klippe,
that you could just lift up and straight away. And instantly rid the whole world of their troubles.
og øjeblikkeligt fjerne alle lidelserne fra verden.
Unfortunately, it cannot be done.
Det gør det.
It can only be done in stages.
Det kan kun lade sig gøre i etaper.
Only in stages.
Kun i forskellige etaper.
Because this world is governed by certain laws of nature.
Fordi denne verden er
And even God cannot interfere with the workings of the law of nature.
selv Gud kan ikke blande sig i naturens lov.
So you come back and see all the problems.
Så du vender tilbage og ser alle problemerne og bekymringerne.
Here at one moment you are in the highest form of joy.
Du står
And the next moment you come down in this little body and observe the sufferings of people.
og sidder og observerer folks lidelser.
It hurts,
Og smerter.
but there is hope
Der er håb,
that everyone will overcome their sufferings and misery. That I promise you, I promise you, I promise you.
men der er håb for hver eneste af jer vil kunne overskride jeres lidelser. Det lover jeg.
If people are sincere on the path towards divinity and get filled by that energy,
Og efterhånden føles det,
the problems diminish. The more we put into it, the quicker it diminishes.
jo mere vi lægger i det, jo hurtigere vi
If you put 1 teaspoon of sugar in your cup of tea, it will be so sweet.
Hvis du putter 1 teskefuld sukker i din te, så vil den være så sød.
And if you put 2 teaspoons, it will be more.
Og hvis du putter 2 teskefulde i, så bliver den mere sød.
So this means that everything depends upon us.
Det betyder, at alt
How to make our lives more and more sweet.
mere og mere sød. Sød.
Proper understanding, proper perspectives, proper attitudes, acceptance of that which we are facing,
Og en accept af det, som vi står over.
doing our practices which will develop humility, kindness, compassion. We become total human beings. And then only do we develop that Buddha or Krishna or Christ consciousness.
Og først der vil vi kunne udvikle en Buddha, Krishna eller Kristus bevidsthed.
When Christ said, "No one goes to God but through me,"
Da Jesus
it has been so misunderstood. It actually means that reach the stage of my consciousness,
er at nå til min
and you can become one with God. Then everyone has the ability. And it is so simple. I think I've said this before, but say, for example, for 5 seconds you have a negative thought.
5 sekunder har en tanke.
So for the next 7 seconds you have a positive thought.
Næste 7 sekunder.
So you have 2 in the credit balance. Next 10 seconds as a negative thought.
10 sekunder er der.
And then for the next 12 seconds have a loving, positive thought. So another 2 seconds in the credit balance makes it 4.
Så med yderligere 2 til gode har du altså 4.
Right. And as you go on at night when you go to sleep, you know the day has been well lived
Godt.
because there has been more positivity than negativity.
Fordi der har været positivt.
So you have a credit balance.
Så du har overskud.
And you times that by 30 days for the months and 12 months for the year. And life improves. The quality of life improves.
Livskvalitet.
And your practices give you the strength to do that.
Og jeres øvelse giver jer styrke.
There is nothing in this world that is impossible.
Der er intet, som er muligt.
Now, you of you that know English, impossible is spelled IMPOSSIBLE.
De af jer, som kan engelsk, så staver ordet impossible, som betyder umuligt. Det staves IMPOSSIBLE.
Now, the M is just a negation of the possible.
Ordet im, som står for vores u, er i virkeligheden bare noget, der er lagt til ordet possible. Ordet.
So in the impossible, the possible is there. So if you put an apostrophe between the I and the M, then you will say, I'm possible.
Ordet på sin anden lyd og hedder I am possible, som betyder, jeg er mulig.
Yes. Very simple. Good. Now, if any of you would like to discuss any experience you had during the communion practice, you're welcome to talk about it. So,
Jeg har lidt om eventuelt oplevelser, jeg har haft under communion, er I velkommen til at sige det?
so I could explain you what it means.
Så jeg kan forklare jer, hvad det betyder.
Right, someone makes a start.
Og nogen har lyst til at støtte. Then I would like to start, Gertie.
Okay.
Nobody else.
It's the quiet before the storm.
Tremendous heat running up my spine. And the next was that you disappeared totally, and only golden light was left. After a few moments of that, you came back, but you had changed into a cobra, the snake, a cobra. But I only saw the head of it. It was sort of staring at me. And then I closed my eyes, and I only saw a vast blackness. And suddenly, I don't know who it was, if it was my own voice or somebody else's, but suddenly I saw the whole of the universe as a room, of the room of the infinite God.
You just say it in Danish so that they could understand.
Fantastisk varme op, sådan rejste op gennem ryggen. Og da jeg kiggede på Gud, forsvandt han fuldstændig, og der var kun gyldent eller guldlys tilbage. Og efter lidt stykke tid, så kom han tilbage, men havde hele ansigtet ændret sig til en gigantisk kobra, der stod og kiggede på mig. Og da jeg lukkede øjnene, så blev alt sort. Og pludselig så jeg hele universet, som lå universet som en livmor, det lyder lidt fjollet, men som en helt livmor inde i den upersonlige Gud, hvis man kan sige det.
It's a beautiful experience. Actually, you traveled apart with me during communion. The vast blackness you saw is not black, but it is light which you saw. It's like a negative. So you saw the reverse side of the positive. But yet you could never have the positive without the negative. Good. When you saw me disappearing, that is a very true experience because I am out of the body and being merged. The inner spirit being merged with the entirety of the spirit of the universe. The cobra you saw is a very holy sign. If you study the pharaohs of Egypt, they always had on the cap the cobra. And the same thing you find in all Eastern cultures. If you look at the symbolic picture of Vishnu, you'd find him, with the hood of the 1,000-headed cobra. This now this signifies protection, that you are protected. And Vishnu is lying in the lap of the coiled cobra, and the hoods, 1,000 hoods, are protecting Vishnu, who is the preserver of the universe. That is the preserving principle. There are three principles in action all the time: creation, preservation, and dissolution. Those three principles go on all the time. It's a very beautiful experience. Good. Next. Don't be shy.
Generet.
How can you? Yes, please. Say it in Danish first, I think. And then you say it in English so that I can understand.
Jeg havde mange oplevelser egentlig. Først så jeg ligesom, at Guru sådan ligesom forsvandt. At jeg selv sådan lidt væk, kan jeg mærke. Og så jeg 4-5 forskellige ansigter, der sådan og kroppe også. En meget smuk kvindeansigt, ligesom sådan en thai, med sort hår. Og en sadhu med skæg, og en kineser skale med en skægmund, som sad og chantede et eller andet. Og så bagefter, så der Guru også ligesom gjorde sådan i hænderne. Og så var han sådan helt sådan noget purpurlys, og sådan bevægede sig ud. Og så pludselig kom det ned, og så fyldte mine hænder. Og det begyndte sådan at lyse, det der også. Og så blev det sådan helt varme. Og Jyoti med selv også. Jeg kan se det på en. I'll say what it was in English. First, I saw it sort of faded away. I saw various faces.
Yes. Would you translate as it goes on? Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. No, but what I mean is translate my replies. Right. When you saw me fading away, it's a true experience, because I normally in communion become totally non-conscious of the body.
Gå ud af den almindelige bevidsthed, og altså virkelig ikke er til stede.
When I'm in that state, you could put a knife through me or a bullet through me and I won't even feel it.
Kan du stikke en kniv igennem mig eller skyde mig med en pistol, og jeg vil ikke kunne.
Because the consciousness is not in the body.
Fordi bevidstheden ikke længere er i kroppen.
Carry on.
Yeah. And the faces were sort of, I saw a very beautiful lady, sort of Thai lady. Very beautiful with black hair. And I also saw a sadhu. I got the question where I had known you before. And I saw a sadhu with beard and hair, sort of.
And a moustache down.
And I've had that experience earlier, looking at the photo, I should say.
Yes. Now, what had happened there? That, of course, in other lifetimes, I had taken on birth as a woman also to teach.
Jeg har set Guds ansigt forandre sig blandt andet til en meget smuk kvinde før. Og Gud siger, at det er forskellige inkarnationer, som Jan har set på hans ansigt. Og han på et tidspunkt tog form af en kvinde for at undervise.
You see, when a person goes to that level of the impersonal God, then you go through all the lives you've taken on. It's in a moment.
Det, der sker, når Gud går tilbage og bliver forenet med det største lys, det er, at han går igennem også alle sine inkarnationer. Vi kan nogle gange på vejen samle dem op også.
Yeah, and whenever you see me with that beard drooping down. That is when I lived in the body of Lao Tse, the founder of Taoism. So you naughty boy is going into my past lives. Yes, carry on.
And I saw also a funny body, not human body. I don't know what it was. It was very strange. Sort of a larger head and a small, tiny, thin arms, sort of in a bluish light.
Star Wars.
Yes.
That is, I think I spoke about it, of living in different dimensions. So you saw me in a different dimension living. Very good, very good. Where the shapes are not like ours. Yeah, for example, the human shape will soon be changing on this earth too. Is that in about 25,000 years? Yeah, you won't have 5 toes, but only 4. 1 toe is totally unnecessary. And in that time, you will also be developing, our humans, will also be able to develop such a high mental stature that there will be non-verbal communication.
På det tidspunkt om 25.000 år her på jorden vil menneskene også udvikle så stor en mental styrke, at de ikke længere vil konversere med ord.
I'm even doing it now. I think of somebody, I say, look, come along. I want to see you. And here the person would come.
Jeg tror, jeg har fortalt det før, men jeg vil bare tænke på en bestemt person.
I want a cup of tea, and I just think of tea, and here Jyotima is coming in with a cup of tea without asking her. Like that. Like that. But this will become a common experience in time to come.
Jeg vil blive en almindelig fortælelse i tider, der kommer.
Then?
And then there was sort of a pause where nothing really happened. And then you moved your hands like that and began to spread them. And when you had one of your hands like this, it sort of began to glow in a purple pink.
Yes. Yes.
And then when you moved it around, it sort of, my hands became hot also. And that light began also on my hands, and it became warm, glowing that light also.
Okay. Yeah, of course, I've got to do mine. Yeah. Now, in that, just coming out of meditation, this happens so automatically, I'm not even conscious of it. But what it signifies, that it is a giving of a benediction, a blessing to all of you. And that is why you, being more sensitive, picked up that energy in the form of color. And lilac or purple, it's a bright, light purple, which we call lilac. See that?
Den følelse op og har set den i form af farven lilla. Det er en meget lys lilla.
You see, the divine energy, according to one's mind, can be experienced through sound, through color, and through feeling.
Den guddommelige energi kan opleves på 3 måder, som i billedform, altså i farver, i lys eller som lyd.
Very good. Anyone else?
Så det var også lidt godt, ja. For det første så følte jeg, at mit hoved, det var ligesom dobbelt så stort. Og så jeg,
Så man
at
kun tage lidt ad gangen, for
Ja.
det var, in the beginning she felt that her size.
Uh-huh.
når jeg så Guras,
Talk in Danish and she can interpret. So for the benefit of all.
Saw you as a negative picture,
glimrede lidt,
and it moved about.
og så pludselig samlede det sig ligesom i sådan, konturerne var der, men i guld, og så var det sådan lidt rundet i
And
kanten.
then it sort of gathered and then it turned into gold.
Uh-huh. Moving. Very good.
Stolens kanter, altså sådan
Just
konturerne.
just as when the sun goes down. So,
Mm-hmm. Sunset, yeah.
Og så, hvordan skal jeg forklare det? Så var det ligesom, det flød ud. Altså lige, det var måske 1 sekund, så var det væk. Så kom det igen.
it sort of melted away from in it and it returned.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful experience. Now, why you saw the negative? For example, if you put a film in a projector, you got to put it upside down. You know, the head down and the feet up. And when the projection is produced on the screen, you see it the right way up. Right. So first you started with the negative and developed it into the positive. That is why you saw the gold.
Negativ, og så derefter så du det som positivt, netop i formen af guldet.
What was the other experience? Can't remember. Right. It's the brightness of the glow of divinity there in your heart.
Det er den glød, som kommer fra det guddommelige stærke hjerte.
You've gone through many, many lifetimes evolving. And you're reaching the stage where all the motion of evolution is settling down in that beautiful sunset. Very good, very good.
Ja, jeg havde nogle vente med mest guld, skiftevis guld og så ren hvidt.
Gitte saw you as covered in gold and white, and it shifted between gold and white.
Altså hele rummet, det var det bare igennem det hele.
The whole room was filled.
How many of you people had that experience of seeing me filled with gold? Oh, most of them. Yes, very beautiful. That is the aura I emanate. It is sometimes white, sometimes gold. When you see pictures of saints, I mean, those are just pictures done by an artist.
Når I ser billeder af det er jo selvfølgelig billeder.
And you always have an aura around the head. You've seen pictures. Now, that's the same thing, which is just portrayed by artists.
Det er virkelig den samme slags aura, som bare er blevet portrætteret af en kunstner.
But here most of you have seen, it's a real thing. It is the radiation of the spirit.
Det er
That's what it is. Beautiful. Right?
I did the same, but I just wanted to. So the whole picture was disappeared. Couldn't steal.
Ja, Thomas, kan du også oversætte?
Ja. Jeg holdt nu, du kørte henover os, der ligesom om billedet, det er ligesom på en tv-skærm, altså det forsvandt og blev forvredet. Jeg kunne ikke rigtig styre billedet med i tillæg til det.
That explains how illusory and how impermanent this body is.
Hvor ufuldstændig og hvor lidt stabil den her krop i virkeligheden er.
Yes, that there is another force that cannot be seen with the human eyes. This body is just like a flash of lightning. And we think the 60 or 70 years we live is such a long time. It's not.
60 år siden, det er fantastisk lang tid.
And I'm sure I must have said before that in eternity, this lifetime is just a flash.
Målet med evigheden er det her kun et lille glimt med øjet.
And of course the message in this, that because it is so impermanent, why worry about petty things?
Meddelelsen det her, at når det ikke varer længere tid, når det føles som et glimt med øjet, hvorfor så bekymre sig om små ting?
Anyone else?
Jeg så, men jeg ville så gerne bruge det, men jeg kunne ikke. Og det var sådan, at det hele det rystede i stroben og brystkassen. Bare høre, om det havde noget at gøre med hensyn til det, jeg så.
Gitte had this coughing in the beginning of the communion, and after a while she couldn't cough even though she wanted to, but she felt big vibrations in her chest and in her throat. She just wanted to know if that had something to do with it.
Well, I didn't hear you coughing. But what happened, the energies that were emanated in the room stopped the cough.
Fyldte værelset har standet.
Jeg under Guds meditation, hvad er det nogle måder, sammen med meditation, jeg har med? Og du også
During the communion, Frit has more or less the same experience as all the rest of the people.
Og så kom han ud af meditationen, og så følte jeg, at han kiggede på den.
As you went out of meditation, she felt
Der kom en tråd ind over på kroppen hans.
and it felt as if there was electricity all over her body.
Yes. That's a power imparted to you, my love. Does it give you a peaceful feeling inside you? Beautiful, peaceful? Interpret that.
After practice this nonsense, you can actually come in.
Good.
Så kiggede han selvfølgelig ud til hjernen.
And then you looked on the rest of the meditating.
Og så jeg kunne komme igen.
And it was
Undskyld. Så jeg skulle kigge på mig igen.
And then she felt, oh, if you would just do it.
Which I did, I think. I read your desire. So I turned my head from here to you. Good. Good. I spoke today after this morning satsang to 3 ladies.
Jeg talte i dag med 3 unge damer efter morgens.
That she and Bente and Krista, that they have a certain spiritual thing in them that they must become teachers. So 2 things will happen. They will be benefiting themselves and they were helping other people. And the analogy I gave them was of a hose pipe watering the garden.
Jeg forsøgte at forklare dem om, var ligesom en havestang, der skal lave så.
That the water first cleans the hose pipe even before it reaches the flowers. It's a great blessing to serve humanity and put them on the path of God.
Og være med til at
It's a great blessing. One teaching is worth 50 meditation.
at man lærer blot et menneske at meditere, har samme værdi som at selv er det.
Because you'd feel, because you will feel that Guru Shakti or divine energy flowing through you to the other person.
Den anden vil føle den guddommelige styrke, og det sagte styrke til den anden.
Good. We can talk on the whole night. I'm sure all of you had experiences. You were crying just now. Good. When I did the benediction, the blessing, how many of you saw a light coming out of my palm towards you? Balance. So you saw the purple, you saw the purple, yeah. Very good. Very good. During communion, how many of you felt a warmth or a peace in your heart? So everyone. Well, it's not me. It's his energy flowing through me to you.
Ja.
Talk in Danish and then
Jeg er ikke sikker, men jeg så på, og når jeg så egentlig, jeg følte det.
I'm not sure, but I seem to feel rather than see.
I følte it felt.
Yeah.
And I'm just sure that between your hands, from one,
to the other.
there was some energy.
Yes. Yes, so tell them that.
Ja, det siger, at det er korrekt. Der var også energi. Så selvom du ikke kan se det synlige form, så har du så
No, it's flowing all the time. But when you feel, Chita,
I just want to finish. You to finish.
yeah, that when you are feeling, because of the divine energy, feeling calm and peaceful inside and warm inside, then you can see things or hear things, the five senses becomes more sharpened.
Men også kan føle som varme og kærlighed, er det, at vores 5 sanser bliver meget mere fine, og man kan så opleve de forskellige planer af energien. Er det ikke fint?
Når jeg er den lysstrålen hånd vendt hen mod ansigtet, så jeg opfatter det kommende fra munden, og livet nærmer ikke på hånden.
She saw your hand like this, so she thought the light was coming out of the mouth instead of the hand.
Yeah, yes. Same thing. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Going as if it was a big ocean or something.
The roaring of the ocean. You see, on the spiritual path, now you must remember this, that all people have 5 senses, okay? Hearing, touching, smelling, tasting, all that, right? Now, in different people, some particular sense is more developed.
Visse mennesker
In some people, the sense of seeing is more developed. And in some people, the sense of hearing is more developed. Tasting, smelling is more developed.
nogle mennesker, den er udviklet det, så det kan også være smagssansen og følesansen.
Did any of you smell a beautiful fragrance in the room?
Var der nogen, som kunne dufte en vidunderlig duft i rummet?
No, that's a very difficult one.
Og det er også
It's a difficult one. It'll come, it'll come, it'll come. It'll come, it'll come. Yeah. Good. Shall we end the day?